Hi guys, welcome back to my another YouTube video where we are gonna discuss about rollover rate. Okay, let's start. Okay, so we have seen till now two reliefs. Okay, one is business asset disposal relief, and the another one is your investor relief. Okay, where your tax rate is reduced. But in rollover relief, instead of reducing your tax rate band, your gain will be deferred to a future date. Okay, whenever there are in rollover, there are two types. Okay, one is rollover, and the second one is modified rollover relief. Okay, we'll discuss both of them. Uh, all right, let's start. Okay, so you get rollover relief on the qualifying assets. So qualifying assets are land and building, plant and machinery, and goodwill. Okay, what happens whenever you're selling a qualifying asset, and if you are reinvesting the gain, reinvesting the proceeds, I mean, okay, then you can claim for the rollover relief. So please understand, this is only at the time of the reinvestment. Okay. And the reinvestment should be in the same qualifying assets only. So it's not the same, like if you sold a land and building and you reinvested money into plant and machinery, then it's fine, you can claim the rollover relief. Okay, now for the reinvestment there is a condition. So let's suppose you disposed first Jan, okay? 12 years back, sorry, 12 months, which is again first Jan. This is 21. This is first Jan 2022. First Jan 2020. Yes, 2020. Okay. So 12 months back and 3 years later. See this, this. 3 years after the disposal date. Okay. So which is 3 years is 2023 December 31st, right? So suppose this is your disposal date, and whatever the proceeds are, if you reinvest before 12 months of the disposal, building A, you let me give a short example so that you can understand it better. Building A, building A. So let's suppose you disposed of the building A. But before disposing of a building A, you purchased a new building, which is building B. Then also you can claim for the rollover relief. In the same way, suppose you purchase building A on Jan 1st, 2021, and within 3 years, if you reinvest all the proceeds into uh, same qualifying assets, okay, then you can claim for the rollover relief. One more rule is all the reinvestment must be for the business use only. All these reliefs are available only for the business use. Okay. Why would tax department give you for the personal use? No, you don't get it. You'd only get it for the business use. Okay. Now, in rollover relief, whenever you are investing partial, okay, suppose you received 100,000 pounds and you only invested TP and reinvestment, it's 80,000 pounds. Yes, 80,000 pounds. So 20,000 is cash on hand, means money which you are not invested. Here, proceeds not reinvested. Okay. And the gain, how will you compute? Disposal proceeds minus cost of the asset. Uh, that's your gain. Okay, that's it. Yeah, in case you have any cost to sell, you will deduct it. Okay. Suppose disposal proceeds is yeah, you received 100,000 and the gain you got is the cost was the same. Let's keep it, no, let's keep it 70. Okay, it was 70. So 30 is your gain Okay, whichever is lower, okay, that will be chargeable now, and the rest will be your rollover relief. So here we took an example that disposal proceeds of well, let me solve here itself. So disposal proceeds is 100,000 pounds. Cost is 70,000, which means my gain is 30,000. Okay. Lower of will chargeable now, which is lower of proceeds not reinvested is 20,000. This is this and this. Whichever is lower, this one is lower, right? So this will be chargeable now, and this will be rollover relief. Whichever the difference is, whatever the difference is, which is 10,000. So 10,000 will be your rollover relief. Okay, so this is how you'll calculate rollover relief. Uh, yeah, one thing. This is only available on the business use. So in exam, what happens? You will be given two types of situation. One is business use and one is non-business use. In this is the suppose I have taken this building. Okay, 100,000 pounds. Here they'll give you the proportion of it. Okay, so you will calculate the rollover relief only in the business proportion. Okay, even if you are reinvesting it, you'll only consider the business proportion. You will not consider the non-business proportion. Okay. Yes. That's it about the rollover relief. Let's discuss about the modified rollover relief, which is, okay, this rollover relief is not available on the depreciating asset, but this is available on the depreciating assets. And the assets which have the useful life less than 60 years, on that you can apply the modified rollover relief. Okay. Now, the difference, one more difference I would like to tell you. This gain, whatever the gain you are rolled over, okay, whenever you calculate the cost of the asset, cost of the new asset, I mean, cost of new asset, from that gain, you will deduct this rollover relief. Okay, so suppose you reinvested, I'm saying yes, 80,000. So cost you will keep it 70,000. Logically, whenever you sell this asset, new asset, and this will be a cost, right? So, and let's say disposal proceed for that is 110 pounds. Yes, deduct 70,000 pounds. This will be your 40,000 pounds will be gain. This will be the chargeable at that time. Okay. Now see, if you would have not deducted the rollover relief from the cost, then your cost would be the same 80,000, and then your gain would be for 30,000 instead of 40,000. So which means in rollover relief, you deduct the rollover relief from the cost of the new asset, so that whenever you sell your new asset, at that time you have to pay gain. The gain is chargeable on the old asset as well at that time. So if you reinvest, then of course you'll get it again. Okay. All right. But here there's something different. There's a difference in the gain. Here the gain is deferred until you sell the new asset, and here the gain is deferred, and that will instead, it will not be deducted from the cost of the new asset. Instead, the gain will be released earlier of whenever you dispose the new asset, or whenever you cease the business use, or within 10 years. Okay, like whichever is the earlier period, you have to charge that gain. Okay. All right. So yes. Now, the one more thing, and for the tax planning purpose, what happens, whatever the annual allowance, annual exemption you get, whatever the annual allowance you get, whatever the loss you get, brought forward losses, you don't have to claim for the preference is not given for the qualifying assets for the rollover relief. The reason is the same as the business asset disposal relief. See, suppose you claim the 6,000, I'm saying, yes, 6,000 here right now. And then you have assets which do not qualify for the rollover relief or any relief. Then you have to pay the extra charges. I mean, extra tax. Okay, that's why you don't have to deduct it. Now, one more thing. Suppose if someone wants to retain cash and that to not take it as a chargeable cash. Suppose whenever here the example we took, right? You have the chargeable now of the 20,000. This is chargeable. This is the 20,000 chargeable now. Suppose someone wants the to not keep any money chargeable, but still they want to keep the cash on hand or reinvested proceeds not reinvested. Then what can they do? See here they are saying retain cash. To retain cash, what are the brought forward losses? Suppose you had the brought forward losses as 14,000 and your annual exemption is 6,000. So here, if you claim it against that, okay, against your rollover relief, then you can keep this much amount of cash in hand. This is brought forward loss. Okay, it can be any. I'm not taking just see. If it's 4,000, then 10,000 will be your cash on hand. This means this cannot be chargeable. This will be deducted, okay? And the remaining 10,000 will be chargeable. If I'm taking the same example, if I'm taking the continuation of the previous example, okay? Disposal of the business, both available then apply rollover and the business asset disposal relief. Means, suppose you are disposing the whole business and at that time you can apply the rollover and the business asset disposal relief both at the same time. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's it for the rollover relief. In case you have any more queries, any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. And I'll post some practice questions for the rollover relief or for business asset disposal relief in the community section of the YouTube channel. Okay. And for more such videos, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. All right, then. Bye bye, guys. Have a nice day. Thank you.